What's up, folks? We're gonna hop right in here. Don't have a ton of time today. Ooh, that sounds really loud. Is that really loud? Got the sound turned down pretty far. I think that sound is just loud. We're gonna leave it at 30. We'll see how that goes. Anything else we need to change? I think I've got most of the stuff set up. Played around with this just a little bit. So I was finishing up some work. Don't actually have to work late tonight, so I'm doing a quick stream. Wife is having a party thingy over here tonight, so can't stream very long. Maybe a couple hours. We might have to do the field of view. All right, let's do it. Oh yeah, this messes up my chat, doesn't it? Forgot. Well, I can look over at the streaming PC, I guess. So let's see how much that kills me. It used to lose like 10 or 15 FPS switching to borderless window. I know they're starting to change to some of the new Tombstone engine stuff. I don't know exactly what. It didn't go into details. So we're running 40, 42-ish. Let's actually change this back to borderless window. So I can see my chat over there. See how much it hurts the FPS. Oof. Ouch. We went from 40 to 42 to 30. Yeah, that's why I usually run this in full screen mode. Really kills the performance. It's like it maxes out at 30 for some reason. No, there we go, 39. Oof. Man, that's bad. Alright, I might just have to live with it. I can watch chat over on the other PC. Just lose too much performance. I do have it set to ultra. I guess I could... Let's try high. Problem is it starts fading stuff out really quick. Default settings, you couldn't see people on the sidewalk like 50 feet away. It's kind of ridiculous. We'll try that. And we'll try full screen mode. Cross our fingers. Oh, we're back in full screen and I can still see the chat. All right. Yay. Small victories. Alrighty, we're just going to be playing around, so let's get a bunch of money. There's an extra 10 million. That always helps out. I haven't done the tutorial mission, so we have absolutely nothing right now. And I think it's spring, right? If we go here to the calendar. Yeah, it's April 1st, I think. I think this day right here is always your day. So Saturday, April 1st, year 2000. Blast from the past. We don't own any fields. We don't really own anything at all. Interesting is, since we don't, I wonder, does it have a concept yet of owning the farm? Or is it just fields? I think you always own this, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that's how that's going to work in the final game. But anywho, let's buy some stuff. Gotta get used to this. I've been playing a bunch of farm sims since I played Cattle and Crops last. So what do we want? Do we want just get like an all-round tractor? I don't think the Deutschfahrer can have a front loader, but do I need a front loader right now? Not really. So let's get this bad boy. And I wonder, did they put loosening? I don't know that they put any extra soil stuff in, but we'll give it the old try here and see what happens. What's up, Chancellor? Yeah, I completely deleted my games Cattle and Crops folder just to avoid any kind of strange things that might happen. And we got the big boy. We should be able to handle... Can we handle a 6 bottom? Probably not a 6 bottom. We should be able to do a 5. Eh. How big can we go here? Go big? Yeah, why not? We'll try it out. Of course, we'll need a weight on this guy. Let's get the 2,000. And we're going to want to buy some fields. Gotta remember how to do this. Here it is. Which field should we deal with? That's the big one they usually give you. Let's just do 14 for now. That's the one that's like right next to the farm. Let's go buy 14. And then what's this guy down? Oops. This guy down here is 22. So let's get 14 and 22. We're not doing any kind of like realistic playthrough. We're strictly just checking stuff out. So I cheated in 10 million bucks and we're spending like madmen. All right, so let's, I think I'll go, I don't really need to plow. So let's get an AI. Let's get a little Mercedes. Did they clean any of this up yet? A little bit. Let's get the 1400 spending spree. Let's get the 1400. And we're going to throw a cultivator on that. You should be able to do the 4 meter, I think. And we'll get a little weight. I discovered, I was testing around this a little bit, the 500 kilogram weight, I couldn't attach that to the, what's the little Arion, the 530? It wouldn't attach. It would attach to the Deutschfahrer. Let's see if it'll attach to the Mercedes. All right, let's tab over. Gotta remember the keys now because it is slightly different from Farm Sim, although I've set some stuff to be the same. So I actually want that on front of this tractor. Is that? Okay, good. So that works. The cool thing about this weight is we can yeah, it's like a never-ending animation loop. This is just placeholder. He's continually driving and shifting the whole time you're in there, if that's what you meant. Now, so this weight here, we can actually add plates to it. Doink, doink, doink. Oh, what, one extra weight? What? Oh, no, you have to go down here. You can add extra plates to it. Kind of cool. So we'll take that off. We'll try it with no plates, and we'll see how it goes. And then I need to get that plow on here. Oh, it's just timed right? Yeah, it's just, right now it's just a random. He just continually plays that same animation. It's completely placeholder. And you can see his hands don't even touch the steering wheel. I think he's animated for the default Arion tractor. Now, this is always a little tricky. Let me see. They added some stuff here, though, so let's go back to the tractor. Yeah, okay, so it's got this in the radial menu now. It sees the plows there, so we can attach that. You can't just hit Q, but if you're, it doesn't have an on-screen prompt like Farm Sim, so you might detach the weight instead of attaching the plow, just depending on how it's lined up. Now, speaking of starting, if we want to go full immersion mode here, what's cool is I can actually start the tractor with the key. It's the little things that make me happy. There's not too much clickable stuff in here, but there's a little bit. Parking brake, we can open the windows. the doors, that kind of stuff. So, anywho, have this back on just because it's handy. And we're going to send him over to the farm. So I'm going to have him drive over to there while we're doing other stuff. Oh wait, do I not have that turned on? There is an option. Where are you? Difficulty? Yeah, there we go. That got turned off somehow. Normally you have to be in the tractor to use autopilot, but I wanted to use AI to do that. So let's go hop in this guy. It sets stuff up kind of weird at the shop, so we're going to have to drive in the potted plants here. Oh good, it does attach to this tractor. There's some kind of problem with the 530, it won't attach. So I should probably report that. Don't mind me, just driving around in the plants. Okay, good. Saw the cultivator. Alright. Now the downside of the autopilot is it's strictly like one shot. Like you're supposed to be in the tractor and it's driving. But what I can do is turn the brake on so it doesn't roll away. Yeah, the Mercedes is great, Chancellor. I really like that series as well. What I can do is schedule, or I can go hire somebody. I'm going to have the AI go cultivate field 14. That's basically what we're going to do. But in order to do that, I need to hire people, which is, here we are, employees. Fernando, excellent, you're hired. Then we're going to come over here under tasks. I want to see, I don't know if any of this has changed. Oh, they did add a BGA filling task. Cool, I saw that in the notes. So we're going to do field work, and we're going to have Fernando hop into 1400. Set this up just like it's set up in game, and we're going to select field 14. And we'll have you go to the farm after you're done. Gonna keep that combo and start immediately. Go. Alright, so he's gonna drive over to field 14 and cultivate it for us. That's the theory. Hop in this tractor. Turn the autopilot off. I'm going to try using the new GPS system, or guided steering, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try using that. And we're going to go plow the big field. I think right now, Chancellor, it still just spawns it there. So the equipment would just, like say the cultivator was sitting at my farm and the tractor was over at the dealership, it would just spawn, it would just move the cultivator instantaneously. I don't know what the long-term plan is for that, but I think that's how it works right now. At least that's how it worked last batch. There's my little waypoint marker that I put down. I feel like the field of view is a little weird. No, I thought there was a command. Let's play around with that just a bit. Cockpit camera. So if we set that to 90? I don't know if that changes anything. I think that might just be the default. Yeah, it remembers what you can just set it with the scroll wheel. It's super easy to change. Oh yeah, if you have that turned off, you can't even bring up the map. I forgot about that. So we'll kill that waypoint. I was curious to see if I have the UI off. Okay, we can still see the guidance, so that's cool. So I probably want to get lined up a little bit better. Hey Raid, how's it going? Now is there I was hoping to see indications on the cockpit screens that we were doing this, but I don't think they've added that. I can turn the lines off here. Is there a key for that? What we got here? Show high, deactivate. Yeah, I don't see a key to hide the lines. I think we have to do that in the UI. Alrighty. Well, this guy, is it X? Yeah, there we go. Let's get kind of sort of lined up on the field here. So I think if I hit reset, okay, never mind. I thought it would reset to my direction. We got to figure this out. Oh, there we go. This one does it. Parallel track system. I think that's. I think that might be the only option right now. Turn that off. Yeah, okay, that is toggling. Got it. So this is lined up with the tractor, not necessarily lined up with the field. And the work width, I don't think that is calculated. I don't think it calculates that for you. So we're going to have to kind of figure this out as we go here. See, that's like not right at all. But we'll make it right. So that's going to be where the tractor steers, not necessarily where the implement is. I think that's what this does. New patch, so I'm figuring everything out. How's it going, Martin? Welcome. It's your first Kerbo stream. Well, welcome. I'm getting lost in the new patch here. Sorry for ignoring people. Let's go look at the width in the shop of this particular plow. 3.3 meters, it says. All right. Bring this back up. Okay, so maybe it did auto-detect that because that's set to the right. So we need what, 165? Oops. Right, because half of 300 would be 150 and plus 15 is, yeah, 165. It doesn't really look like that. Well, I guess it sort of lines up. Sort of does. I'm not sure I want to actually do that, though. You know what I mean? I guess it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. If we just zero that out, then what happens? It's aligned with the implement, but if I start going, like if I turn on auto steer, see it's going to be the tractor that's driving there. So we're going to miss some over here, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out how this works. I don't know what the offset, you know, between the side of the middle of the tractor and where the plow starts. It's not half. Oh, it does have an indicator on the HUD. All right, cool. So we're getting close. Let's try like 50. It's a ground response been reworked too. I'm not sure, Raid. I should have set up a command. If you follow me on Twitter, I retweeted their tweet. I didn't see anything about that in the patch notes. It's mostly around seasons, so you can see there's not very many leaves on the trees because it's early spring. The bushes I don't think really change. I was playing around with it a little bit, set it to wintertime and fall and stuff. The bushes and the grass never really change. I think it's just trees right now. It's like the first pass of their season's rework. They managed to set it up 100% for plowing. Yeah, because I don't think it doesn't have a concept yet of like reversing the plow, stuff like that. But hey, let's drive. So I haven't set up any of my cruise controls yet. Oh, is it still that problem where you have to kind of manage the lowering yourself? Doing some kind of weirdness. Let's turn that off. Deutschfahr's not doing too bad pulling this, but I think we could use some more front weight. So I think you'd have to manually manage your offsets and stuff if you're going to plow with this. But I don't think plowing even matters yet. I don't think they've got the deep and the medium. I don't think they've got the soil loosening in at all. And also there's issues like the hydraulics don't float. So I don't know. Sometimes you have to kind of manually manage your plow. Maybe I should use this instead of V. It's been a while since I did Calvin Crops. I don't remember all the ins and outs. That won't even lower with the one hotkey. It'll raise. I can drop it with V. You can raise it with 1. This is what happens when you don't put your parking brake on. Does it stop when we get to the end of our rut? Didn't even slow down. Drifting downhill. What? Physics in a farming simulator? That's crazy. The ground does look pretty nice. I mean, it's not perfect, but making an effort. Yeah, that doesn't, like, hitting one doesn't do anything at all. They've still got a disconnect between all their different control schemes. Alright, now the question is, something I saw in their video, I didn't realize you could do that. You just click on the field, and it brings you to the field menu. So if we look here, we have plowed, like it knows it's being plowed, but there's no loosening or deep loosening going on. They're still stuck at 50%. So I don't think plowing is even needed right now. Strictly cosmetic. How are we doing over here on 14? 14's all cultivated, so apparently he's done. Alright. The concrete grounds. Yeah, you know. Does look a little better. Alright, so we don't need to plow. That's what we've determined. Oh, turn off auto steer, dummy. Well, that kills your keyboard input when you open that window. That's good to know. So I might as well sell this plow. We don't need to plow yet. Hopefully that'll be in at some point. As much detail as we're putting into this game, I would imagine we'll have plowing before too long. Alright, so I want to disconnect you. Let's put the support foot down. Back over to the tractor, and somewhere in here, yeah, here we are. So we want to detach that guy. There we go. He's done. Let's put the parking brake on. It's not modeled yet, Chancellor, but I would imagine it will be at some point. What I can't wait for is they have a video on their YouTube channel that's like 2 years old of using these buttons and like manually attaching stuff. Like you actually have to hook up each link point, and you can use the buttons back here. So, I mean, that was in at least the tech demo at some point. So, hopefully it'll all come together as they finish the game. We'll get cool stuff like that. So, soil compaction. I think we're going to have soil compaction based on the fact that we have loosening and deep loosening indicators. It's just not active yet. They've been slowly adding stuff. So we can see field 14's done. How big of a cultivator can we get? I'm going to get rid of the plow. We don't need that. Back to the dealer. Actually, do we even need a cultivator? So this cultivates, I think. Yeah, this cultivates anyway. This also needs a ton of power. So if we get that and we get the seed unit, that's 350 horsepower. So we're going to need the big tractor. All right, let's buy one of those. Buy one of those. And we get the big Axion. And we'll buy one of those. But just for fun, I keep hitting farm sim keys. So, I'm going to go here. Got 3 models. So we've got a 5-meter cultivator. Let's have one of those delivered to the farm. Still like you're sliding on ice sometimes. They've still got some physics issues. Like the wheels are slowly spinning. The tractor's not moving. I can't remember. Can you raise the front? No, I don't think you can raise the front hitch. I know, kitty cat. It's a rough life being a farm cat. I want to have him go at least start on the cultivating while we're getting the other stuff ready. Oh yeah, they leave the tractors running when they're done. Take off the parking brake before you drive, it always helps. Stuck. We do have a kitty cat. How's it going, cat? Yeah? Nope, stay away from the tractor. I'm gonna go tell him to do stuff. So this fieldwork task is done. I'm just gonna copy that, but I'm gonna change up some stuff. So we're gonna have you use this tractor. Use that weight on the front. That cultivator on the back. And do 22 instead of 14 and save. Oh shoot, did I not tell him to do that immediately? Oops. Look out, cat. Don't worry, no cats were harmed. Whoa, easy on the sidewalk there, Fernando. All right, equipment, fleet, big tractor, enter. This one, the armrest kind of hides some stuff. I don't know where the, yeah, this is a parking brake there. It's on the other side of the seat. See, it puts the rear unit ahead of the main unit, which is a little weird. So we get that moved. Oh, this thing's really sprightly. Just like that, there was one less cat. There we go. It's not really supposed to go on this 3-point, but we'll make it work. Whoa! Easy there, tractor. Holy crap, this thing wants to go. Does not mess around. In general, I really like the way stuff handles in cattle and crops. Like, it feels like you're driving something big. But obviously there's still some issues to iron out. Okay, I may just cheat in some seed. Well, no, they said they fixed something on this where you can buy it easier now, so I guess we'll head over to the store. They don't have a way yet to like buy fertilizer and seed and have it at your farm. So you have to drive to the feed store, which is on the opposite side of the map. A little bit weird, but that's the way it goes. Early access. Nobody come in. fly through here like we're driving in a race. I don't have any of my keys set up. Forget, how do we turn the hazards on? Not that key. Wrong key. Oh, here, we can do it this way. Oh, it flashes down there. It doesn't flash on the dash? It's odd. So I could just use console commands to fill this up, but they said they changed something with the way it fills, so I'm going to go check that out. Whoa. Oh, and they added some new car models. There's some new traffic. At least different colors. I'm pretty sure I saw a different shaped car. But I'm not 100% sure. See, people, when the graphic settings like this, the people fade out like 70 feet away. It's really weird. Maybe they've just got more colors now. Good look at traffic, though. Am I lost? Nope, there's the feed store. Alright, we're good. Very popular model, yep. They sold a lot of those. Alright, do we have like doors and stuff on here now? Turn seeing system on. No, 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 no. Empty tank, no. No, no. Attach. Nope. Don't have any like covers or anything to open. Used to, you had to get this position just right to fill up what you wanted to fill. Oops. So, does it just know now to put it in the right tank? Looks like that might be the case. So what are we going to plant? Let's just plant some wheat. Fill type is not supported. Wait, what? Okay, I guess it doesn't just pick. It shows you everything, but it doesn't pick. Alright. That must be the fertilizer. Yeah, okay. So it wants to fill the fertilizer first. So the question is, what do we want to plant? No, what do we want to fertilize? So I randomly hit all the wrong keys. Come over to 22. If we're going to plant wheat... Yes, Martin, the spread rate and the spread width are both adjustable and they both matter. So it tells us we want 120, 95, 160 for our nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium for summer wheat. And the current on the field is pretty low on everything. Nitrogen and potassium are borderline. So we need a lot. We need a little more potassium than nitrogen, possibly. So we've got different mixes here. Yeah, we'll probably just go with the 15, 15, 15, and then we can adjust later. And we're just messing around, so we'll just fill the whole thing. I haven't quite figured out the spread rate though. On the last patch, I did a little bit of experimenting. I'm not 100% sure if it's working right or if I was doing the math wrong. There we go. Oh, if you're close enough, you can pick where it goes. That's the change. Okay. Gotcha. And we're going to plant wheat. We're not going to need anywhere near 4,500 liters. But we're just goofing around, so we'll fill her up. In the last patch, you had to get this position like just right to put it in the right tank, but it looks like you can pick now. If both are within range, you can just pick. Yeah, so if both are in range, you can pick now. Cool. Very good. All right, if we turn the UI back on, you can see we've got everything filled up. So I'm going to have him drive back to the field here. And then we're going to take a look at some math. Math is hard. You have to change. I wish this would stick under selection. So you can see for nitrogen, we're at 50 kilograms per hectare. And it recommends a 120. So we need 70, right? So in theory, if we set our spread rate to 70 kilograms per hectare, and we spread over the entire field evenly, we would be right. But last patch, I couldn't get that to work. It was always light. So I may be just doing something wrong. I don't know. For phosphate, we're at 20. It wants 95. Again, around 70 kilograms per hectare. Potassium, we're at 50. It wants 160. So there's more like 90. So we're going to set it somewhere around 70 per hectare. We can do that through the radial menu. Get to the right thing here. Spread rate. So we're going to set that at 75. This one doesn't have a width, but if you have like a fertilizer spreader, you can set the width as well. We do want to turn the fertilizing system on. I guess you have to activate the seeding as well. I suppose you could just cultivate maybe if you didn't have that turned on. You just cultivate and fertilize, maybe? The trees are pretty cool. Like, the leaves actually grow in. I don't know if I can get a good shot here. Probably not while we're moving, but... I'll show you in a bit with the a debug. The leaves actually grow in, and then they fall off in the fall. So this is just the AI driving here. I never noticed that big hill there. I wonder if they've made some changes. They said they'd made some changes to the map. I don't remember that hill being up there. So that is this right here. I don't remember that being there. Maybe it was. To look back at some old screenshots. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Map is a bit boring. Yeah, I don't know what all changes they have planned. They did say they beautified it in the patch notes, so they did something to it. I'm not overly concerned about that so much as what I really like about Calvin Crops is it's actually simulating stuff. Now, would I prefer to have a US map with US equipment, sure. But I'll take Germany. We get some deep simulation, you actually have to think about what you're doing. Alright, I'm going to turn off that autopilot, which immediately puts on the handbrake, so you got to be quick. There we go. Turn off autopilot, turn off handbrake. Need a Norway map? For sure. There's already people making mods even this early in development, so if we get some good modding tools, we'll probably see some good Norway maps and some good US maps. Let's see. How do I turn... I don't know how to turn off stuff. All these different lights. Where's my flashy lights? That's not on here? Put wheel chocks out? Okay. That's cool. Okay, fine. I'll come in here and I'll turn them off. I don't know where... I used to have everything bound up to where I knew what the keys were. But I reset everything just to make sure we didn't get weird stuff happening. The new patch. So almost everything is default keybinds. I don't know what they are. All right, let's plant some wheat. So we want this guy unfolded. Only thing that seed unit has is empty tank or unfold. All right. I've got that on. We got that on. Our spread rate is set. Just the disc height. I don't know that that matters, but we'll set it halfway. Fun. Well, let's get lined up a little better, shall we? Hey, what's up, Raging? Wait, what? Hold up. What's going on around here? We're just playing some Farming Simulator. You know, a game that actually simulates farming. Alright, so that's all set. Get this guy back on. It's not too bad. We need it that way just a hair. No, that's too far. Try something like that. And we've got the auto steer on. That bad boy lowered. Now this is Cattle and Crops, Raging Cajuns, and they just put out new patch 0.7 today. It's still in early access, it's not released. I mean, it's been out for years. They started with a tech demo, and then they've been working up through alpha. It's been playable for years. I was just being a little cheeky. Because Farming Simulator is... it's a fine game, but it's not a simulator at all. Alright, so that's going down. Excellent. Everything's fertilizing, everything's planting. I believe our cultivation should be going up as well. Take a little peek here. Turn that on. Yeah, everything's going well. I'm not sure what the price is, Raging Cajun. I backed it on Kickstarter years ago. I don't even remember what I backed it at. It was 20 or 30 bucks, something like that. It's on Steam now. Okay, so I can override the auto steer. Excellent. Oh, stop. I forgot you can't just turn off. Oh. I didn't even check the width on the GPS. It looks like it auto-detects, though. Take a look at our field. Let's turn that back off. So if we look at... Oh, I can't look at just cultivating. All right, fair enough. So we'll keep an eye on these numbers as we go along here. Oh my goodness, I got to catch up with chat. You don't know about farming, it doesn't matter. True, true. Well, this has a little bit of that. I'm not a real farmer. I don't know real farming, but I've been around farming all my life. Twitch ads. What's up, Dave? Froze the screen. Thought I was AFK. Yeah, Raid. We're just kind of doing stuff here. Oh, I forgot to turn it. It defaults to 10x speed. Let's turn that down. We're just goofing. We're not doing any kind of hardcore playthrough right now. I got room. I'm not sure what you mean by got room. Multiplayer's not in yet. If that's what you mean. I have to get some goddamn lights on. More lights. Need lights. This is the way I like farming. But you can't see everything from in here. But we can turn some lights on. Nope, not that light. We want lights, and then we want the low beam on. No. On. There we go. And we want the front work light and the back work light. There we go. Game looks awesome. Well, I mean, it's not a complete game yet, that's for sure. But I like where they're headed. If you've never seen Cattle and Crops before, guys, go check out my YouTube channel. You can type !social in chat. I did like a 20-part YouTube series back on the last couple patches. We did pretty much everything you can do in Cattle and Crops on that series. So that'll give you a good idea where it was at a patch or two ago. This new patch that just came out today, they added the first pass of seasons. Which reminds me, I was going to show you guys the trees. Let's get our parking brake on there. So they added the first pass of seasons. Wind affects the trees now, so the trees actually move by the wind. It's not just a random animation. They grow leaves, and then the leaves turn, and then the leaves fall off in the fall. There's no snow yet. That's coming. But if I bring up the weather dialog, we do some debug cheating stuff here. Can I move that? Crap. I translated this earlier. Bear with me. Don't mind me. There we go. Get this up on my other monitor. I translated all that earlier, so I wouldn't have to remember. Oh, now my screen's all messed up. Come on, you piece of crap. Redraw the other monitor. Come on. You can do it. Hijinks, I tell you. Crap. It doesn't play nice with two monitors in full screen mode, and you lose like 15 frames per second if you switch to windowed borderless. Now I can't see the little thingy over here. What was leaf? Leaf reduction. Is that bottom one there? That's the one I'm looking for, I think. All right, we'll figure it out. Now I got to look at my other screen here. Blaming me for your whining to your wife. She's gonna come after you now because I'm going to be off I'm going to be whining until I got this game. Don't blame me. So leaf reduction, was that this thing? Yeah, there we go. So you can see the leaves actually grow in throughout the season till they're full. So right now they're just barely in because it's early spring. I don't think snow does anything yet because it's not in yet. This is like some kind of lighting thing. There's all kinds of stuff here that I don't remember what it is. I translated it. It's a lot of cosplay. Something like that. All right, we were planting. That's what we were doing before I got distracted. Your immersion is roaring to raid. Yeah. Don't you worry. If we gotta get this game finished, we'll be doing some hardcore farm series for sure. Planting, planting, planting. You can get stuck in tractors. Yeah, if you really try, you can get stuck in two-wheel drive. Oh yeah, what's my boy doing? Do I have him doing anything? I'm gonna get all distracted again. Let's put the old parking brake on. Oh yeah, Goober's just sitting over here doing nothing. Didn't I tell you to... I told you to cultivate, didn't I? Did he do that and he just did it quick and I wasn't paying any attention? He says he's done. Maybe he got done while I was screwing around getting seed and stuff. That was awfully quick. I don't buy it. Don't buy it, Fernando. Don't buy it at all. No, cultivated 91%. All right. I take it back, Fernando. You apparently did stuff. Turn that off, though. You're sitting there burning fuel. Apparently he did stuff. Who knew? Word has it, if you take the parking brake off, your tractor goes faster. Just a rumor. So one thing I'm hoping they really improve is the frame rate. Because 30 FPS isn't too bad, but 90's better. And I think I screwed that up by alt-tabbing around. Let's see if that's the case. Let's party. Gotta get some F12s. I do have stuff set to high, which isn't actually super high, but we don't really need that much anisotropic. Let's set this back to borderless. What really kills it is the render range. Oh, they have a UI scale? Set that to like 80. See how that goes. That's back to a borderless window, which usually makes me lose a bunch of FPS. Yeah, we're at 30-ish. No, 20s. Alright, yeah. That's why I usually run full screen mode. It just, for whatever reason. I think it's because it's OpenGL. Unfortunately, they chose an engine that we're stuck with. It's not the best. Yeah, alright, we're switching back to full screen. Can't handle 20 FPS. There we go. 30 is just way smoother. Catch you later, Chancellor. Yeah, I won't be on here too much later. The wife's got a book club party, like a murder mystery dinner or something going on here at the house tonight, so I'm just going to be streaming for probably another 45 minutes to an hour, and then I got to get off here as well. Thanks for dropping in. Hope to see you back here again sometime. I know my streams have been fairly sporadic lately because of work. We have a wild kiddo appearing. What's up, kiddo? I'm going to be streaming till dinner time. You can have my computer after dinner time.
Okay.
Dad, nobody told you people not to sub. I mean, thank you.
We'll plant some wheat in that grass there. It'll be fine. Whoa, what's up, Kerno? Did that play the alert and I missed it talking to the kiddo? Thank you for 12 months. Howdy. Crazy people. Tell you not to sub and you sub anyway. Yeah, Ragin, it's been really super busy with work. So, not much opportunity. Hey, sexy. Wife's wandering by. Wasn't talking to you, Dave. I can tell if I'm missing a little bit or if it's just a texture thing. Our width might be a little bit off. Oh, thanks, Kerno. Yeah, Star Citizen is coming along too. I did say, hey, sexy. Sorry about that. I was talking to the wife. I didn't mute. I think the width might be a little off. Let's check that when we get to the end here. Raid, I have not. That looks like a game I could get into if I had more time. Like 100 other games. Like the 150 games in my Steam library I don't have time to play. No, I keep hitting escape. I want to go here. What are you kids doing? You're getting the cushions out of the way. Good job. And Field 22. Yeah, I'm missing a little bit here and there. That's kind of what it looked like. Our width may not be quite right. So if we look at the seed unit, it says 6 meters. What are we set to? Bring that back up. Oh yeah, she's a fine one. She takes good care of herself. Unlike me, I'm a slob. What was I doing? I was checking the width of this. Yeah, see, it's set to 600 centimeters, so that should be the right width. But we're missing just a little bit, so I think we probably ought to bring that down. Let's try 580-ish. See if that works out any better. I haven't been turning off the auto steering. I've just been overriding it. It's kind of a neat feature. You can have auto steer on, yet you can still override it. Think 590 ought to do it? Yeah, I'm not used to thinking in metric. Right, let's bring that up. Let's turn that on. If we go to 5... Yeah, you're right. 10 centimeters is pretty good length, isn't it? So awesome, we got GPS and auto steer now. It's just the first iteration. I'm sure they'll make it fancier. Multiplayer on the timeline region is slated for the next patch, 0.8. Last time I looked. Now, will that happen? Who knows? But they've pretty much been hitting their timeline goals as far as features, not necessarily always on time. But if you go to www.cattleandcrops.com, there's a timeline. It's on there somewhere. It's under one of the little sub-menus. And you can see exactly what they've got slated for each patch. Oh, did they change it, Raid? I haven't looked in a while. It was slated for either Q3 or Q4 this year. Nah, we're still missing some at 580 for whatever reason. Or I mean at 590. Let's try 580. Also, I'm not sure what the ideal work speed, I don't think there's any indication of what the work speed should be. We go look here at the, yeah, there's no indication of what your speed should be. And it's not like Farm Sim where you just hit cruise and it goes automatically the right speed. You're actually setting the cruise speed. Although I think it did default to 10, which is higher than the default on the other tractor, so I don't know. I'll try 12. That might be too fast. That looks pretty fast. I'm planting wheat. Now you're making me curious, Ray. I'm going to have to go look at the timeline. What's cool is I've been planting this by hand. I could go tell AI to plant this field now, and they would like pick up where I left off and just finish it for me. Pretty nifty. The AI is just light years ahead of what we got on Farm Sim. Ooh, they've changed that then. All right, fine. I'm just going to have to go look now. We're all over the place today, checking stuff out. Zoink. Yeah, so it's under news. Let's go see what they've changed. No, it's still, well, yeah, it's still slated for, oh, you're right. It is question mark. My bad. So somewhere between Q3 and Q4 is multiplayer. They're still saying 1.0 by the end of the year, but I don't buy that for a minute. I think it's going to slip by at least 6 months, if not more. Because this already slipped a bit. So this is a patch run right now, 0.7. Yeah, we'll see. They're a small team. Been working hard. Dang it, come on. Show me my stuff. Hey, what's up, Smith? I have not played War of Rights. I've seen some videos on it. Come on, show me my chat and the game. It's not that hard, computer. Apparently it's hard. Alright. I'll look over at the streaming PC. Says question mark. Yeah, but it's between Q3 and Q4 raid, so I think we'll see that this year, but who knows. Oh wow, the light changes. Huh. Alright, parking brake off. Cruise back on. A planting we shall go. Are we still missing even at 580? What's up with that? Maybe it's because it didn't actually move it the right way. We'll try 580 on the next pass too. We'll see how we do. Pretty awesome for alpha. I think so. I mean, like I did like a 20-part series on it, and that was before this patch even. And there's also cattle. I mean, it is called cattle and crops. It's not fully fleshed out yet. But it's got some cool stuff on the animal front. You don't have to feed your animals. You can just have them graze off your field, and they will gain weight. They just don't gain as much weight. So stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Oh, you're talking about War of Rights. My bad. Well, this game is awesome too. Yeah, I've seen some gameplay videos of it. There's so many games out there. I wish I had time to play them all, but I don't, unfortunately. But good news. Next week, the new guy starts at work. They're finally replacing the guy that died 4 months ago. Rest in peace. So after we get him trained up, I'll no longer be doing two people's job. So that will hopefully free up some evenings. The problem lately is we have to do some stuff after market hours, and normally that's what the other guy did. He would do the evening work. Well, I've been having to do my job plus his job plus the evening work, and by that time there's just I can't spend 20 hours a day sitting in my chair, so it's just no time to play and stream. Every once in a while, like today, I didn't have any evening work, so I'm like, you know what? I've got a couple hours. Let's go stream. So I'll quit probably here in 45 minutes to an hour, half hour, somewhere. It just depends on basically when the wife gets food on the table. We'll call it quits. And then, like I said, she's got a book club murder mystery party thingy here tonight, so I'll be hanging out in the basement, probably with the kiddos. Not streaming, but it is what it is. Yeah, I saw this patch came out. Like, sweet, we gotta try it out. I'm really liking the guided steering. It works well. Not full featured yet, but I still don't know what's going on with it missing the gaps. It doesn't look like we should be missing gaps. Try 570. I'm actually going to leave that on, just see if it's doing something buggy when it switches lanes. So, Smith, have you been playing War of Rice, or you just been watching it? It does look pretty cool. It's a great time to be a gamer. So much cool stuff out. Alright. Let's see what it does when it switches lanes. Oh. That looks right. I mean, it's lined up with where it's been, so. I don't know. I don't know what the issue was. Down. So the cruise control works a lot different from Farm Sim. You basically have 3 cruise levels, and when you hit the cruise control button, it toggles between those. Then you have to hit the brakes to turn the cruise off. So if we hop in the cab, does this tractor show it? I don't think this tractor actually shows it. One of the tractors, it shows, or maybe it's the combine I'm thinking of. One of them shows you what cruise mode you're in. I don't think this one does. It looks like really low resolution texture, so I have a setting off. Been playing it solid for the last 2 days. Nice. I swear the cab looks really low resolution for some reason. Don't think there's even a setting though for. No, there is. Yeah, texture quality is. Bump that up. I think the only thing that really kills us on frame rate is the render bubble, just like Farm Sim. Turn that up. That's on high. For some reason, the cab, it's like maybe it's not even using the right texture quality setting. Because in the cab here, it looks pretty bad. Oh, that sharpened it up. There we go. Maybe unless you changed that, it was using low or something. Who knows? It's still buggy. It's an alpha. Well, that took care of our frame rate. Yeah, it definitely looks better in the cab now. You can actually read stuff. But it does not have an indicator, I don't think, of any kind of cruise control going on. So I hit the brakes. Cruise is off. Turn that back on. Cruise is on. Yeah, I don't see any indicator in here that the cruise is on. Some of the tractors do show you that. But we can't turn this on. I can tell that I'm in cruise. By the little blue line down here. I don't know if that comes through on Twitch. There's a little blue line. If I hit cruise again, it's going to bump it up to 12. Hit the brakes, it's going to turn it off. Walk back onto that lane. That is so cool. That's been sorely needed for a while. Hit that, and if I hit it again, it's going to set cruise to 50 kilometers per hour. You're driving too fast. You can't plant this fast. Just for fun, let's zip down here at just as fast as she'll pull it. And we'll see if we actually plant any seed. You gotta push the limits when you're testing. You guys accepted into a regiment? Nice. See, I could totally get into that, especially in, like Armor 3 Milsim as well. I just don't have the time. All right, we went ripping down there between 30 and 35 kilometers an hour. So if we go take a look at the field, and I didn't realize until I saw their video today, you can, if you have the mouse cursor active, you can just click on the field and it takes you right to the field page. Looks like it might have actually planted there. So there might not be a downside to planting at 30 kilometers an hour. Interesting. Well, let's do a couple rows like that, and then growth-wise, we should be able to tell if it caused an issue. Maybe we'll do 3 or 4 rows right in the middle of the field, too fast, and we'll see what happens. Very similar? Yeah, yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun. It's just going, it's just as hard as it can go. Using the crap out of my farm machinery. Somebody's going to test this stuff, right? Look, it actually simulates a transmission. Shifting up through the gears. Crazy stuff, right? That's why I'm done with Giants. They're clearly not interested in making a farming simulator. Farm Sim League. Need I say more? So I'm completely done with Giants. Whee! I'll still be playing some farming simulator, you know, when the mood strikes, but I'm not spending any more money on the products, that's for sure. Alright, last super fast pass. You're driving too fast. I don't think we actually start out with any silage or anything. You used to start out with a silo full. And you could just jump right into cattle. Maybe if you do the mission, they give you silage. I'm not sure. But with the ability to have them graze, we could probably just go buy some cattle and raise them on grass. They're not going to grow as fast, but just to get started. I didn't see anything about watering cows in the notes, so I don't think that's in yet. You don't have to water them. Alright. Normal speed. What I'm going to do, turn off the auto steer. Raise that up. Turn that off. I'm going to have Fernando finish that for me. We're going to go do something else. Don't make a liar out of me, cattle and crops, okay? I'm going to turn off this overlay too. I think that eats up quite a bit of CPU. So, tasks. New task. Have Fernando grab the 940. I don't have anything on the front. We've got the Corn King, and then on the Corn King, we've got the seed unit. There we go. Save. And 22 planting wheat. And you can head back to the farm when you're done. Then if I don't click restart, he should just pick up where I left off. Oh, did I forget to say? Just forget to say immediately. Oh no, in progress. He's figuring out what he needs to do. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of cattle and crops exposure. Kind of interested to see what he's going to do. They always have some kind of interesting strategy to finish the field. Also, if you go search like cattle and crops on YouTube, like my videos are near the top too, because there's just not that many people making cattle and crops videos. Most of it's German players. Scratching said, "What's the AI up to?" I don't know, man. Alright, we'll leave him to his devices. Let's hop over here. Which tractors do I have? We got the little bitty guy. I like this tractor. I'm gonna drop that off. Might run down and get some cattle. Yeah, Fernando stole it, gonna get you. I told him to go plant the rest of that field. So hopefully that's what he's going to do. Yeah, we'll check on him in a little while. I'm not sure what he's doing. Hush, cat. What did I ask you? I need an animal trailer, though. So let's go to dealer, animal transport. Get the big one. And let's have that delivered to the farm. And we're going to get some animals. I could have them just delivered to the farm, but we'll go get them. That Mercedes sound good? Okay, hooked up the trailer, that's good. What's he doing over there? Let's have you drive down to there. And what are you doing? Are you making a liar out of me? I was just bragging on the AI. I wonder if it got confused because of the gaps. Or they broke something. This has worked in the past. Where they pick up where you left off. Not working so good now. Not working so good now. Nah, we'll let him do his own thing. He wants to do it at a different angle than I did it. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Driving all over my planted seed. So maybe they broke that. Maybe it just didn't happen to work this time. I don't know. In the past, though, I've had them pick up where I left off, and it worked just fine. Oh well. Let's get this tractor put away. And yes, I would love to have a truck to do this, but we don't have any trucks right now. Somebody did make a modded truck. It's like a man semi-truck. Or M-A-N, however you say that. Driving. AI car doesn't have any rear wheels. Just alpha things. Alright, so we can go buy some cattles. Go here. See, we have no stock. What's the dealer got today? I'm going to sort by weight. Let's get the little bitty guys. So you can buy, and you can put them right in the barn if you want to for a fee. We're going to just have them at the trader. Each individual bull, they're all bulls right now. I'll call them cows. I use that as a generic term. They are all bulls now. Each individual has its own stats. So I'm going to buy like 6 of the bottom guys here. You see up here, I bought 6. Is that how many my trailer holds? You hold how many? It doesn't say. Beautiful. What's it say in here when you buy it? Capabilities, animals. Yeah, I know it holds animals. How many does it hold? What? Who's digging at me? Achievement received. Baby steps. Okay. I don't know what was dinging at me. I think this holds 6 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like it would hold 6 bowls. So we'll go with that theory. I'm going to turn off the autopilot. Wasn't quick enough on the handbrake or the parking brake. Some lights back on so we can see where we're going. This Mercedes has a really nice interior. Oh, nice. You might struggle up some of the hills and get cattle in here. This isn't the strongest tractor in the world. It's like they added some more bushes over here. A little more detailing. Oh, looks like this is one way and I'm going the wrong way. Oops. So you can see there's cows over there. Bulls. I know. It's H. If you beep, they go away from you, so I'm going to get them away from the gate. So in this game, the cattle are actually like physically in the game. I bought them and they went to the trader's pen here. Now I'm going to have to load them in the trailer. Alright, so if we bring this up, go to the trailer. I want to lower it down. Up the doors. Yeah, I think we can load from here. I'm going to do it from this menu. Make him get in there. 6? Yeah. Okay. I thought it held 6. Then it's, since I did load, it's gonna close the door and raise the trailer back up for me. All right, boys, you ready to go? And I thought this had a tarp. Does not have a tarp on it? I guess not. All right, set for home. And I am going the wrong way, so let's turn around. Oh yeah, they added hay here. Can you sell straw here now? Might be a new sell point. This might be a slow trip, boys, because I do not have the best tractor in the world. Whoa! A little bit of steering lag there. It's my bad. Alright, let's make a run up this hill. Let's go, little Mercedes, go! Grind it out in fourth. There you go. Good tractor. Get some long shadows. So how crazy is it to drive in a farming game and it's like, it's got gears and stuff and physics. Crazy. Although the default Farm Sim 19 physics are a little bit better than 17 was. But not nearly as good as 17 with the more realistic mod. Cows are like animated when they're in the trailer. All kinds of craziness going on here. Some cow butt. Whoa! Just run through that sign, it'll be fine. You can clip through most things in the world right now. It is disappointing to see a roller coaster railroad track, though. People just don't understand that trains try really hard not to have to climb hills, because it costs a lot of money and power, and severely limits your train length. We have to, let's just go this way. I haven't really explored the map too much. I think this is the long way around for sure, but isn't that my farm right up there on the hill? Come on, little tractor. Could be wrong. I thought that was my farm right up there on the hill. We'll just come in the back way. Oh, we're losing speed. Our little Mercedes, downshift. Downshift. Yeah, that's my farm right over there, so we can just turn here. What you doing there, Bubba? Taking your half out of the middle? Ease up there, blue car. Making the turn here. Did that turn the blinker off all by itself? Oh, and we're coasting down the hill because we have a heavy trailer pushing us. Love it. It's not perfect physics, but it's got some decent physics. They added a rock there, I think. Alright, I'm going to start to slow it down. Pretty sure that turned the blinker off all by itself. Sure did. Alright, that's cool. Mercedes really likes to just grind it out in low RPMs. Oh, I forgot it doesn't do full throttle by default. That's my bad. We have more power available. Derp. That's my bad. So we can unload these cattle either in one of our fields or in the barn. Since I don't have any food for them, we're going to unload them into our field or pasture. Right now the gates auto open. Hopefully they'll be manual in the future. So I have had bulls get out. They will get out. All right, we are going to unload. So we just do that. It lowers the trailer for you, opens the doors, and the cows will start popping out. They don't actually walk out of the trailer, unfortunately. Then it will close the doors, raise the body back up. Get away from that gate. There we go. And there's our six bulls. And they'll eat the grass. Isn't that crazy? Like I said, they won't get fat as quick, but they will survive off the grass. No real interaction. I'm not sure what you mean by interaction, but not really. I mean, I can go call one of them up to me. That's what you mean. What, cat? You jealous? Where are you? Did you go, cat? There you are. Come here. You want to come check the cattle with me? Come on. Uh-oh. Stuck in the whatever this is. Manure pile. Alright, well, cat's gonna go do her own thing. Can you herd them? Funny thing about that. Not necessarily, but sort of. So there's a command to call animals. They're kind of curious too. And they will get out. I've found them like all over the map. They will get out. I think that's just a game mechanic. I know. So if I hit J, that calls any nearby animals to you. You have to be within a certain radius. There we go. So, I mean, in that respect, you can interact with them. If you honk a vehicle, they'll get out of your way. And in one of the series videos, I had a bull like way across there, about as far as you could see on the map. And I took the animal trailer over and led him back to the farm. Fun times. So I discovered a little, I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but I discovered a little way you could get them to follow the animal trailer. So I don't know what the future holds for interaction, but there is a little bit of interaction. What's cool is like each animal is its own thing. I wonder, does it show me? No, it doesn't show me their names. Like, I don't know which bull is which. And these are babies. There's only one model right now. These are little babies. But they look like full-grown bulls. Sorry, dude. I'll get out of your way. Yeah, I wish you could manually do that, but you can't. It's all auto right now. See, the gate's closed. But they'll just get out like randomly. There's a new shed here. I don't know what this is for. Do I have to give them straw now? Let's go look in the animal menu. Maybe they added some stuff. I didn't really see that. So if I come here, let's go look at Harold. Harold is 5 months old. He's currently in the barn pasture. His health is 96%. He weighs 212 kilograms. Okay. There's a screen here somewhere. Tank trader. PGP farms. I don't see anything for like straw. Farm silo, farm grain storage. That's in the building. Load, unload crops. Slurry pump, silo. It's interesting that, like, there was one of these at the animal trader and it had straw bales in it. So I don't know if they're just adding that. I didn't see anything in the notes about that. Maybe that's for future use. I'm not sure. Starts with a bale of hay. Yeah. So they've been adding to the map. I don't know what all's new, but I know that's new. Have they changed anything in here? So you can also put them in these pens, and then you can feed them. And this stuff is here like all the time, but that's just something they have to clean up to make that right. And you can mix up, you can feed them food right now. You don't actually have to mix it yet. You say, cow, I have a light. I have a very loud flashlight. Nope, let me go back over here. So I don't have, I don't have anything in my silos, right? I think you get that if you accept the first mission. But I could go buy silage, and then right now if I bought a mixing wagon, what do they call it in game? I don't have a name for it, but if I bought a mixing wagon, it basically just automatically turns into food right now. At least it did. Let's buy one and find out. Let's just buy it here at the farm. So in the past, you would just put silage in here and it would automatically become cow food. I don't know if that's changed. Okay, let's make it daylight. See what we're doing. I know Fernando's still up there working the field, but he'll just have to deal with it. There we go. Oops. Break off. Yes, it has shuttle control built in. Amazing, right? So I believe the only thing we can put in here is silage. And where can we buy that? Oh, I'm all confused with my keys. Here, tank trader. So we can buy it at Harbor Silage, Maize Shaft. That's what we need. We can buy... just buy it at the harbor, it looks like. But I can also just add some in. Cat, you're gonna get run over. What was it called? Was it add fill to tank? Yeah, add fill to tank. And this is number 12. So 12, 0, And what's it called? Is there a show tank? 12. Yeah, solid shaft maze. Alright, so yeah, filter tank 12, 0. Solid shaft maze. And if we put 1,000 in there. There we go. So used to you would just give that to the cows. I know, kitty. It's terrible. We'll just fill that up. And it would be called superfood. Kitty. He's trying to get out of the way. He's running right into the trailer. Get out of here, cat. Let's go see what happens if we dump this into the cows. I don't know what, if anything, has changed here. Ooh, you might actually have to mix it now. Do we have to mix it now? Okay, so it's chaff. What happens if I turn that on? Oh, you got to turn it on. Alright. So it magically turns into cow food. You can see it's called Super Silo 2000. If you can actually read that. It's changing from chaff to Super Silo 2000 as we mix it. Doesn't appear to be making any mixing noises. Ta-da! It's now cow food. So I would imagine, you know, in the future we'll have to do the right mixture of various things. But right now you just have to mix it and it's all good. So that's how you feed your cows right now. Each individual place here needs food. Let's turn all that nonsense off. So, tank type. If we just start that. Oh, it's going out it's going out that side. Use your little debug display, you can see it doing stuff. It's a little bit fiddly. Hope this will be a little easier in the future. And we should be able to fill this side. I assume we have a way to switch. Or not. Maybe we don't. Sometimes stuff isn't always moved over. No. I thought that could dump out either side. Certainly looks like it could dump out either side. Oh, did it fill both sides? Ew, that works differently than I thought it did. I think I confused it. Oh, weird. Okay, so it did fill all this. Alright. Yay, us. We did it. Good job, team. So there's no, as far as I know, there's no water required yet. I'm gonna turn this off. And then what we can do is we can just transfer the cattle. So we go to our stock. Got these 6. We can say, Harold, I want you to go to barn right 2. Doink! And then he just magically goes there. There's still a little bit of magic involved. This is very tedious once you have a lot of cattle, so hopefully it gets a little easier in the future as far as doing things in bulk. I think each one, yeah, each one holds 5. So we got 5 in barn right 2, and we can put 1 in barn right 3. And I can see they're not in the pasture anymore. They're actually over in here. So they'll eat food, they'll poop down in there, and we'll make slurry. And they'll get fatter. You can check food levels by holding down the show key. So we've got plenty of food. I can just fill the barn now. But they will graze from the pasture, and you don't have to feed them. They just get a lot. They get fatter a lot slower, is what I'm trying to say. Does this have any... Doesn't have any interaction points on it. That's weird that we can't make it go the other way. I thought you could. I guess not. How are you doing here, Fernando? Yeah, so he did end up finishing what I did. He just went about it a strange way. So he's pretty much done. I always forget you can just go here. So if we turn this on, any of this information you can turn on and then view it real time when it works. Guess none of that's grown yet, so it's not showing us anything. Didn't bring our phosphate up very much. Does he? Oh, shoot. I forgot. Once you hire the AI, you have to come back over here and... Oh, no, it's turned on. Never mind. Yeah, you have to turn it off and back on once you hire the AI. I totally forgot about that. That's a bug. Now we're glitching into the 5th dimension here. No, that's... Oh, it's plants, but they're under the soil. So you can only see them in the tire tracks. Whoa! Sorry! How funny is that? They're stretched under there. So they're growing under the soil because we advanced today. So he's going, but dinner's on the table. I need to wrap up the stream and head off and do some family stuff. So that's Cattle and Crops, a new patch. You can go read about it on the forums. Just go check out cattleandcrops.com. Find all the info you need. Check out my YouTube channel for some gameplay on prior patches. Appreciate you all hanging out. Have a great rest of your evening or day. And I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.